We've been having a dude in chat named Rush. He's been coming into my chat every day saying Lone'er Kavanagh top 5 in 2026. He's been saying this for a very long time, and he spoke this into existence. Brandon Moreno's opponent pulled out, and Muhammad Mukayev was on Twitter sending eye emojis, you know, looking like he wants to get back to the UFC. The UFC shut Muhammad Mukayev down. They said, we cut you, he's never coming back, and that's that. We're sending Lone'er Kavanagh up the rankings. We're sending Lone'er Kavanagh up the rankings. This is big. Now this is some actual big news. Now look, I am not a fan of Brandon Moreno. Whoop-de-doo. I think Brandon Moreno is actually garbage. I don't think he's any good. I don't think let's look at Brandon Moreno's topology. Like, obviously he was good at some point, right? Brandon Moreno. Like, obviously he was good at some point. Honestly, I would say right up until he lost the second fight against Davison Figueiredo. When he lost that second fight against Davison Figueiredo, I would like to say it went all downhill for him after this, all right? So he lost that fight against Davison Figueiredo, beats up Kai Kara France. Who cares? Kai Kara France is like... He shouldn't even be in the sport. I do not like Kai Kara France. You are a weird person. Then he beats Davison Figueiredo with the doctor stoppage, gets his little, like, you know, his retribution W. Gets whooped by Alexandre Pantoja. No idea how that was a split, by the way, but what a beautiful fight. Loses to Brandon Royval in kind of a close fight. Shouldn't have been a split, but I had Brandon Royval. Beats Amir Albizi, all right. Beats up Steve Ursag, which really broke my heart. And then gets whooped out by Tatsuro Taira. Gets whooped out by Tatsuro Taira. And now, wow, on Tapology, they really took out the they took out the main event. Okay. All right. So now I have to search Lone'er Kavanagh. Lone'er Kavanagh. So now they have put Lone'er Kavanagh up against Brandon Moreno. And you know who's really shaking his head? You know who's really shaking his head and who's going to throw a fucking fit? Who's going to throw a fit on Twitter? Charles Energy Johnson. This dude is going to throw a insane level temper tantrum on Twitter. And listen, I would too. I would too. Lone'er Kavanagh hasn't even posted on Instagram or nothing. He's locked. My boy is out running right now. Lone'er Kavanagh is filming an edit right now. Literally. But Charles Johnson is just the dude who gets fucking snubbed. Snubbed from anything. I will not forget when he beat up Lone'er Kavanagh. You know, I'm pretty sure I had Lone'er Kavanagh going into that. I'm actually curious to see who I had for Lone'er Kavanagh versus Charles Johnson. But Charles Johnson goes out there and literally chins Lone'er Kavanagh. Then he loses to Alex Perez, and now Lone'er Kavanagh is getting a top five fight. And now Lone'er Kavanagh is getting a top 5 fight after getting slept. By Charles Energy. Never forget, Charles Energy Johnson is the dude who fucking slept Joshua Van. Bro, might be one of the most unluckiest dudes in the sport, bro. Charles Johnson. You know what? I'm going to try to get an interview with Charles Johnson just to ask him, like, I want to know how bro feels. Like, this is hella unlucky, bro. Lost to O.D. Osborne in a split? I don't even remember that. I'm going to have to really rewatch that. Insane matchmaking, bro. No, this is sick. This is sickening. And they have him fighting Bruno Silva on that Kevin Vallejos card. But anyways, listen here. Even though Lone'er Kavanagh is coming off of a KO loss to Charles Energy Johnson, Brandon Moreno is going to stand no chance. He stands no chance. Look, Asu Almabayev, the dude that Brandon was supposed to fight, is a can. A trash can. A literal trash can. Lone'er Kavanagh is not a trash can, but Asu Almabayev, his grappling is pretty good. His grappling's not that bad from my memory. Lone'er, I'm not going to lie to you. If I'm Lone'er, I'm looking at that last Brandon Moreno loss and thinking to myself, all right, let's wrestle him. All right, let's wrestle him. You know what I mean? If you can get slept out like that bad, you know what I mean? If you can get slept that bad, where is he? Canceled bout against Bruno Silva by Tatsuro Taira. Tatsuro Taira. If he could really put you down that bad, Lone'er, the path to victory is right there. It's just like when Sean O'Malley lost to Marab. The path to victory is right there now for everybody. You know what I mean? I'm going to take you down. I'm going to bother you on the ground. Like, that's the play. That's not what you want to do. You don't want to be on the ground, right? I'm going to take you on the ground. I don't know. I agree with Rush, man. I really do think that Lone'er Kavanagh is going to step on Brandon Moreno, get this done, and then Charles Johnson is going to throw a fucking hissy fit on Twitter, which is like, again, warranted. Very warranted. He is just so unlucky. So unlucky. And they have him fighting Bruno Silva, who just beat up my boy, Hong Sung Park. Wow, Bruno Silva had really unlucky matchmaking too. Manuel Kepe, Joshua Van, Hong Sung Park. Then he was going to fight Lone'er Kavanagh. Got canceled. Why did this fight get canceled? Oh, it got canceled because... Wow. Wow. Lone'er Kavanagh was going to fight Bruno Silva, and it got canceled because they're giving Lone'er Kavanagh the shot against Brandon Moreno, and they're giving Charles Johnson Lone'er Kavanagh's fucking scraps. Are you serious? No, I would be pissed. No, yo. Oh no, I'm gonna close my OBS and we're gonna look at Charles Johnson's Twitter for a second. Hold on one second. Where is Charles Johnson? Charles Energy Johnson. Let's see if he tweeted anything. Cause I would be pissed, boys. Oh, I would be fuming. Let's see. Run it back, okay. God has a plan for me. The UFC docs would not ethically clear me, although I'm in perfect health. I let Alex Perez test my chin 11 days ago, so it is what it is. Congrats to Cav on the life-changing opportunity. So he was considered. He was considered. He was considered, but he's not allowed to fight. He's not allowed to fight because his chin got touched 11 days ago. He got put down. So the UFC doctors couldn't approve him. E-Rock not about that. Okay. So the UFC doctors wouldn't allow him to fight. So they had to give it to Lone'er Kavanagh. Alright, so I mean, that's not that. It's not like they just looked your boy over. It's not like they just looked Charles Energy Johnson over. Okay, that makes me feel a little better, but still, bro, I would be pissed. He handled this a lot better than me. I can step in. I know not ideal. I'm in great shape and cleared by the doctors post-fight need clearance. My last performance is to sum up what I've been in this promotion. The most reliable man in the weight class. If possible, I'll make the weight and right the ship. Oh, man. Charles Johnson was really trying to fucking make weight again after 11. Damn, Charles Johnson's a G, bro. Hey, Afro Muzz, thank you for the like, bro. Charles Johnson is a J, bro. But I would be pissed. I would actually be pissed, and it's very warranted. Why? Relax. It's warranted. He's a good sport about it. He said congrats. He said congrats to your boy, Lone'er Kavanagh. I couldn't figure it out. Congrats. You stream on Twitch too? Yeah. Spyfar on Twitch. E-Rock MMA on YouTube. I don't stream on YouTube, but I need to start streaming this segment, me doing the news on here, because I do the news live. I do like my news topics live, and then I clip it up and post it to my YouTube channel. But I should stream this on my YouTube channel. I just stream it on TikTok and Twitch because I'm worried about. I'm trying to get my YouTube numbers up. When I streamed a lot on YouTube, I feel like they killed my YouTube numbers because I was a little wild on there. But we'll figure it out. We're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. But yeah, 1,000%. Brandon Moreno's going down. Brandon Moreno's going down. Brandon Moreno's going down 1,000%. And the last thing.